Everybody, this is Kyle, and wow, that looks really strange. Well, look at my hand. I'll see if that looks cool in editing. I hope I don't look too stupid for her. So in this video, I'm going to talk about an old track. It is off my album, my first one I released, Figurative. And Figurative is an album, I put it out, I think in 2009. I had no idea what I was doing. Most of the songs on Figurative are instrumentals. At the time, I was giving a lot of guitar lessons. I was playing guitar in a cover band, and that was my main focus. I never thought back in 2009 I'd be singing, and I did not think anyone would care to hear my voice singing. Still don't know if they do or not, but I do it anyway. So hey, remember that. If you think you can't sing, I said that for most of my life. So I want to get into this track, Funk and Blues, because it goes back to one of my guitar heroes and an interesting time in my life. So going back to whenever I wrote this song, and the main part of this song, where I went to college was right in the middle of the Midwest in Springfield, Missouri. It was then Southwest Missouri State, now it's just Missouri State University. I was sort of in a punk band, and you can find some evidence of that on my channel if you search around a little bit. But what was a part of the scene there is mixing funk and punk. There was a local band, Disco Biscuits, that was more on the funkier side of things. Then there was another band, Roy G. Biv. I don't think they were around that long, but they were more on the punkier side of things, and drawing a lot of influence from some of the ska core stuff that was going on, especially a band from Chicago called the Blue Meanies, one of the coolest bands I had ever seen live, but that is getting off topic. So I came up with this thing to play. It was more of a warm-up than anything else, but it's something I could play fast to go more for the punk funk vibe, and it's something I could slow down and syncopate it, make it, just nasty to go more on the funk punk vibe. So it's just something kind of fun. So let me see if I remember this. Long story, let me know in the comments if you want me to tell this about making this video, because there's a funny story. I have not played this in decades besides like an earlier take. So I'll see how close I get to the recording, which I will play at the end of this video. So here is Funk and Blues. Holy crap, is that sloppy. That was but I have not played that probably since sometime in the last 10 years or so. I came up with that somewhere between 1991 and 1993. I'm not sure, it might be slightly earlier than that, but like I was saying, I came up with that more as an exercise. And yes, once upon a time I could play that without slopping it up. But hey, there's gonna get like 50 views on this video. We'll see if it gets more than that. And I'll see if I'm embarrassed that I did not try to practice beforehand. But hey, sometimes that's what you get. So I was putting together the album Figurative. I really had no idea what I was doing. I was just kind of figuring stuff out. I figured, hey, what is the best way to learn but to actually try and see how this whole thing works. So I had 3 songs with a former student of mine, Kyle, who sang. It was kind of funny, Kyle singing on Kyle's songs. And the rest were instrumental tracks, because what I was trying to do with Figurative is showcase some of the stuff I do. And like I was saying at the time, I was focusing more on guitar, doing some different things, a lot of instrumental stuff, playing cover bands, things like that. Now, the inspiration for this riff, if you're a guitar player and Joe Walsh is one of your guitar heroes or someone that you're familiar with, then you know what I'm going to say next. You're going to recognize, like, hey, Kyle, we got you. Let me know in the comments if you play guitar and you're thinking, whenever I said Joe Walsh, you go, that's it. That's what. Let me know if you did one of those, at least mentally or something. But for pretty much my whole life, I have heard the song Funk 49 by James Gang. I think it came out right around when I was born. I want to say right before I was born. Hopefully it's not after, because I am old and stuff. I've admired that song, and I think I learned to play it somewhere around 1983, and that has been one of my all-time favorite riffs to play. Joe Walsh's phrasing on guitar in this light, that is so distracting. Oh my gosh. But Joe Walsh's phrasing, for me personally, is one of my favorites. I love the way he plays. Him, Santana, and Alex Lifeson. Three of my big guitar heroes that I wish whenever my fingers like hit those metal strings and stuff and made noise, I wouldn't mind if I got close to how my sound is to their sound. To me, that would be a very cool thing. Alright, and lastly here, after I say goodbye here, I'm going to play the song, and let me know how close I got, because, I played that horribly sloppy. But if you like my original stuff, especially these older instrumental tracks, things that have a little less polish or whatever to them, you can find my music on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, here, YouTube, and if you search me, there's all kinds of places that my music is. When I was looking for an old video, I found some things like, I didn't even know my music was on that website. But if you like my original stuff, please add it to a playlist. Let me check it out. Download it. I know almost nobody downloads stuff anymore, but those little bits help us out. If there are other people doing like I do, making original music, trying to get stuff out there, trying to, generate a little bit of something for their time, please do that, because support indie artists, because that keeps things fresh and happening. So thanks for sticking around with me. Let's check out the song.